So you are Good God from Syracuse, correct?
That is
Correct.
us.
All right. Who are you and what are you in the band?
My name is Andrew, and I am the singer in Good God. Craig and I play guitar.
I'm Brian. I bang on drums.
Adam, bass and vocals.
All right. How long has this been a thing?
A little under 2 years.
Yeah, about 2 years
Okay.
almost.
2 years, dude.
Dude.
Was this the original lineup?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. You're all from the Syracuse area then?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Where's the name come from?
That was Craig's idea. This
Yeah.
whole band was kind of Craig's idea, really. Craig and I have known each other for a long time, but he's always been in doing like metal bands, heavier stuff, and I'm more like rock. But yeah, he came to me like a couple years ago and was like, I got some song ideas they're not really metal, they're kind of more rock, and I think you might be into it. Would you be interested in hearing them? And I'm like, sure. So he played me some tunes on guitar, and I tried to play drums initially, but I was like, man, I think I know a dude who would be awesome for this style of music on drums, Brian Patton, and I think I want to play bass. And he's like, all right, get a hold of him, you know. So that was like the initial genesis, and then you got Andrew from Nick.
Yeah, our friend Nick Moore ran into me in this studio we play in called the Gear Factory in Syracuse.
He's in Ritual Atrophy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he plays for a band called Ritual Atrophy right now. But he's like, yeah, I heard you got a rock band, right? I have this singer who used to do Zeppelin cover band and stuff. And I'm like, sounds great. That's how we came across Andrew, and ever since, we brought Andrew in, it's just been full speed ahead.
Okay.
But the name came from, actually, I was watching a Cannibal Corpse documentary, and it was just about Alex Webster was talking about their name, and I really liked the idea of not being able to know what the name means. Like, is a cannibal corpse like a dead person that is being eaten, or is it just like a dead person, period, and they're the cannibal that's running around?
Right.
So with this, it's kind of, it's kind of got the same flavor.
Yeah, I can see
Tongue in
that.
cheek.
Could
What,
be taken different ways.
so how does your songwriting go?
Again, Craig usually would introduce stuff like
Yep.
that he had on guitar to us. He'll like be like, I got a song idea or whatever, and then we like take it from there and go with it.
Okay.
And some of them have been like shorter ideas that we've kind of turned into two ideas into one song, like that kind of thing. But yeah, mostly with Craig, and then Andrew takes over in the lyrics department and
Yeah, I feel like we just kind of jam out. Somebody comes with a riff, and we do it. Brian is fucking can just adapt to anything and get the groove going, and I kind of freestyle for a little while until we decide to finish writing it. But pretty open freestyle writing.
Where does your lyrical inspiration come from?
Oh, all over, man.
The newer stuff, he's actually working on
Yeah, that's
kind
right.
of a concept album thing, so it's kind of a narrative
Yeah.
about a young female.
Yeah. So yeah, the first EP, which was the first 8 songs or whatever that we played, were just kind of like, I haven't written in a long time. I hadn't sang in a band for many years, and so I just kind of like put a bunch of shit together. But this new album, the last 2 songs that we played, we're hoping to go for a concept album, which is pretty like out there, and just experiment with that musically and lyrically, letting that influence what we do.
Okay. Now you have an 8-song recording out?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think so, either 8 or 7.
yeah.
Okay. And where can people get it?
You can find us on Bandcamp. It's Good God 315 on Bandcamp, and also on Spotify. If you look up Good God on Spotify, especially if you put in Hollow Tree, you'll get our that's like our top song on there.
Okay.
But yeah, basically the beginning of the set, all of that's been recorded and it's released, and then the last 2 tracks, which is the beginning of our next album, that'll be a concept album, that is yet to be recorded. But
And that's the first time those songs have ever been played outside
Yeah.
of our fucking basement. So
Nice.
True.
if they
Nice.
sound good, that's a good thing.
Yeah.
hopefully, yeah.
Sound fucking good.
You guys have all been in other bands over the years?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Many, yeah.
Anything you want to name?
just endless list of bands that probably nobody's ever heard of, but but we've all been doing this our whole lives pretty much, and in current bands too, like Craig's and Kelky.
Right.
Speed was a factor. I do Trance Sisters and Hawk.
Oh, okay.
So we're all pretty active and dedicated players, and I mean from that perspective too, I always think it's amazing that this is the easiest band I've ever been in. Even in terms of like it coming together. Andrew was the first singer that was recommended to us, the first person that we tried out,
And the first person that nailed it. so.
immediately like, yes, all right, let this guy do whatever he wants to do. It never works out like that. Bands are always a pain in the ass, like I have another band that we've been hunting for a singer for 5 years,
Oh.
we can't find the right one, and this one just like that.
Nice.
It's pretty easy to follow.
Things
through,
came
man.
together like really
Yeah.
in a simple way with this band, and everything that has progressed since we've started doing the songs it's even the newer stuff. It's just a good feel to everything. There's a good flow. It never seems like we have to really search for a way to finish a song or
There's nobody demanding anything, just
Yeah,
like,
that
that's
too.
not right. It's got to be like this. It's just like ideas are introduced, we take them over. It's like, yep, sounds
Work with it a
cool.
little bit. Easy peasy. Yeah, it's been
Yeah.
real nice.
Have you played a lot of shows?
Yeah,
now
we played a
4
handful
or
of
5
shows.
now.
Yeah,
Played out
something like
in
that.
Rochester at the
Montage.
That was pretty fun. That was our first show, and that was actually
Yeah.
with like a bunch of pretty
Heavy
It's like
bands.
heavy
metalcore-ish bands?
Yeah, metalcore
Yeah.
metal bands, which was like kind of a fun place to cut our teeth live in front of an audience, and it was actually colder then than it was fucking tonight.
Yeah, it was
It was like the coldest night
It was
of the year.
cold.
But it was really cool. It was cool to play with these metal bands that we didn't like. We were definitely the outsiders on the lineup, and we opened up, but they were super cool, and
It was a good time.
yeah, it was a really fun time. And since then, I feel like every show that we played, let's see, Funkin' Waffles, and where did we just play? The Palace Theater.
We played
Yeah.
the Lost Horizon.
Lost
was-
Horizon
Sloth
with
Rust,
Sloth Rust and
which
Weekend
was
Friends. That was fucking
A total
rad.
last minute thing, but
Yep.
it was so awesome. And
Yeah, great
it was
reception, great
great
turnout.
bands, great people. I mean, it was like a Wednesday night or something
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah, in Syracuse turned
I mean,
out.
it
pretty
was
cool.
that show was so much fun.
Yeah, shout out Weekend Friends.
Yeah. But everyone that we've played with has been like this really strange mixed bill.
Yeah,
It's like, I don't know, we don't have a genre. We can play with all these different genres.
Yeah.
Everybody's so rad.
Well, how would you describe yourself?
we've been going with like metal fusion as the like a style or something like that, because we recognize the heavy elements of it, and Craig and I obviously are like tuned down to B, so it's like it's got a heavy feel to it, but there's also so much that's like 90s alternative rock,
Yeah,
And
grunge.
almost some bluesy stuff in it
and
too. I
grunge,
feel.
yeah.
Like it's
So it's
heavy,
not
but
quite
Definitely
metal.
some,
you know?
probably some of that, because I used to listen to that
Right.
record a lot.
Oh yeah,
But yeah, definitely a little bit of stoner influence too.
yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, it's tough to know exactly where we would fit in, but that's a good jumping off point, like the 90s alternative rock with like some kind of a metal-y, like hardcore vibe to it,
Anything else people should know?
That new EP concept album, working on it over the winter.
Yeah, and the tracks that we have released already, we're going to put together in an actual album.
that's a
form.
record producer right there, actually.
That's how they,
You guys know over budget.
They saw the live. The
Yeah,
live show.
it's like Wade's World.
Rick Ross. No,
Get him on the phone.
I'm in an
You guys
interview.
want to deal?
Actually, I've recorded all the tracks so far in my basement studio, Fresh Manor.
Freshman.
And all the drum tracks have been live tracked during practice, and then we like build off of that. So, I just want to remix the entire thing, remaster it, and put it together as an actual album instead of like the way that we did it, which was a song at a time and throw it up.
Yeah.
And I think for the new album, we want to do it a little bit differently, tracking wise too, and like, actually track for it, you know, instead of just having it be practice where we happen to get really good drum tracks out of it. We're like, let's use it, you know.
Yeah, I think we're just very confident as a live band. Every time we practice, I mean, without the lights and stuff, that's like what it feels like every time we play. We're just kind of, so the recordings being that way, live drum tracks,
Yeah.
and backing it, just, it's amazing to.
It keeps the energy in there too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. It's fun.
Yeah, sure.
Yep.
It suits us, but it's cool to try something new too, you know,
Yeah.
something different.
Where can people find you online?
Bandcamp is probably the best, but we do have Instagram and Facebook.
Okay.
Good God 315 is usually the way to go, right, for
Yep.
a search.
The
Yeah,
Instagram
Facebook.
is
Good God Band or Good God Official. Good
Okay.
God Syracuse.
And,
And then
the
we have a
Facebook is
Facebook.
Good God 315.
Right. Okay. Well, thank you guys very much.
Oh,
Thank you for having us.
This was
Blast.
awesome.
Good time.
Yeah,
This
Super
was
fun.
very
Super fun.
appreciate it.